We good now. All right. Shalom, Israel. It's the Isupk. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're teaching the truth since 1969. We are under Commander General Yohana. All right. We're here to teach all of our people, blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Hey, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. We're here to teach our people the truth of this Bible. All right. And this book, all right, holds a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and secrets. You understand? That was only given to the nation of Israel. You understand? The nation of Israel, you understand, is something different in the whole world. You know, I like to bring this up. My wife and I, you know, we was watching Game of Thrones, and I was like, you see how these individuals doing all this wickedness? You understand? They doing it because they don't have the Lord. I said, in these times, you understand, like, okay, the people, like, how can I say it? I don't want to get twisted in my own words. In the times that, you know, like when you see Game of Thrones, right? You see, you know, kingdoms and these Edomites, right? You're seeing all the wickedness that they doing, right? All types of evil, whoredom, you know what I mean? Homosexuality, you know what I mean? Not being brotherly, all types of evil. You understand? When they came to the nation of Israel, it was something that was civilized. You understand what I'm saying? It was civilized. It was brotherhood. You understand? And that's why this Bible is so important. You know, when we hold this Bible and live by it, you understand, things, you know what I mean, speak for itself. And these other nations be like, dang, you know, surely these people is a wise nation, and that's a precept. You understand? But you know, this is a Hebrew class, all right? Filling in for Officer Marah, all right? He had to handle some business for the Lord. I mean, shout out to ISBK Pittsburgh. Man, I see y'all doing big things, man. We are here operating that in ISBK. So let's get to it. All right. Hebrew. All right. Now, what we like to do, Avara, all right, everybody got to write the Hebrew on the board. All right. You see that chart right there? On that chart, you understand? You're going to see on top the ancient. And I'm going to ask you a question. In Hebrew, is it left to right in the sentence, or is it right to left? Left to right or right to left? There you go. So when the guard get back, hey, Salaki, all right. So she gonna write our Hebrew on the board. So we're gonna rotate the camera and give her a marker.
Like, give me try to move the whole joint over here.
Whatever works for you. Whatever works for you. You can rotate it. You actually rotate it. So he's gonna give you a marker. You're gonna go to the board, and you just gonna write out what's on the on that poster. All right. Don't be nervous. Everybody had their first time they had to do this. Just go ahead and try it out. Go ahead. Can you give her a marker, brother, sure? So, we're going to start from here. And we're going to work with the ancient. The ancient is up top, so that's simple. All right, so you're going to start from here. All right. And you're going to pronounce it as you write it. I'm going to show you. So this will be I. All right. Ba. See that? God. All right. So you go ahead. I'm gonna just have you. We're gonna work with your pronunciation after. You understand? All right. So, can you get the scripture for me? Genesis 11:1. Genesis 11:1. Looking good too. I mean, Hebrew, y'all, you want to make sure that you practice writing. This is our ancient language. You understand? On the days that, on the days that I will be teaching these classes, I'll be showing y'all how to read in the Hebrew. Learn new words, all right? Making sure that we can, you know, do it in the ancient and Syrian. No, good. There you go. I know you've seen that a lot. Hey, any fake Hebrew? You know this one right here. Every fake Hebrew know that one. I be walking, I be like, okay, I see you, Hebrew. Man, come get it quick. So, yeah, there you go. There you go. Look, she got the handwriting down pat, yo. For real. There you go. Uh-huh. This John looking a little better than mine. Right. You gonna say right. So now, after she writes it out, she's going to have to pronounce it. All right, so you got the scripture. Let's read the scripture, bro. For sure.
We go read it.
Come on, if you could.
The book of Genesis, chapter 11, and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole earth was of one language.
The whole earth was of one language. The whole earth was of one language. Let you know that Hebrew is the oldest language on the face of the earth. Let the white man tell you, he ain't gonna tell you that. The language that the angels speak is Hebrew. Alright? Stand right here. We want to have to recite this. The ancient language of the world is Hebrew. Alright? As you read on, you'll find out why everybody don't speak Hebrew now. You understand? But this is, read that part again, brother.
And the whole earth was of one language.
The whole earth is of one language. Ain't no metaphor, there ain't no way, other way you can twist it. It's literally telling you one language. Keep reading.
And of one speech.
Of one speech. Everybody's Hmm? Yeah, the sun going on with the mic. And there it go right there. Yeah, the sun going on with the mic. All right. So they can hear us on Philip. All right, cool. All right, so lucky for the technical difficulties. We had to get something fixed real quick. The water, so you are. All right, so let's read from the top again.
The book of Genesis, chapter 11 and verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language.
Oh, one language. Wasn't people speaking Spanish and Latin and all, Bawe, whatever language everybody else is speaking. Now, it wasn't none of that. It was just Hebrew. All right, so let's keep reading.
And of one speech.
Of one speech. It was a one speech. It wasn't, how white men try to say that Latin, some weird behind language of the Egyptians and all that was the oldest. No, Hebrew is the original language. You understand? Original language. You get all the real history through us, even the creation story. They don't sound like a homosexual love story. You understand? You get the truth. Let's keep reading.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there.
Keep going.
And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had made brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven.
Now they're trying to reach the Most High. For what reason? I don't know. They got a death wish. You understand what I'm saying? They had a death wish. They're trying to build this tower. It's called the Tower of Babel. Go up to the heavens. You understand? They're doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. Go ahead.
And will come. And let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Keep going.
And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower.
Now, the Lord sent some angels down. You understand? He went to go see what they doing. They gave a report. It's lucky, sir. Yeah, for building the tower, thinking that you can reach us, reach you. Read that verse from the top again.
It will come. And the Lord came down to see the city and the tower, which the children of men builded. And the Lord said, Behold, the people is one people.
Right.
The people is one.
Right.
And they have all one language.
Right. All one language. Right.
And this they began to do. And now nothing will be restrained from them.
Now, the Lord, they all speak the same language, right? All right, got something for them. Keep going.
Which they have imagined to do. I skipped the part.
It's cool. It's all right. So, as you go on to the story, you find out that the Lord got the ball on them, made everybody's language split up. You understand? Showing you that there's separation in the Lord. You understand? So, now that we understand how our language, all these languages came to be, all right, and that Hebrew is the original language, all right. Now, you wrote ancient Hebrew, all right. You'll find this as Paleo Hebrew. That's what you try to call it as. This is the ancient, all right. And these, we know that the ancient, right. And I'm gonna show you that in your name, all right. We're gonna write your name up on the board, all right.
And these are the ones that get the connectors. All right? The only ones that get the connectors. All right? When you got the Assyrian, when we was in the Assyrian captivity, the language never changed, only the characters. All right? And we knew how to speak Hebrew, so we didn't need the connectors. All right? Even it was times they used some text when it was written in ancient, and they didn't use connectors. You understand? But right here we have the ancient. All right? And when you look at Hebrew today, all right, you see it's called Yiddish, right? And Yiddish is a form of Hebrew. But that's why you see all the, you'll see, dang, I'm up here writing Arabic, but things that change a word, right? The same way how Arabic does it, you understand? Latin does it, all right? That's the white man's language. Right here, you're seeing the original language of our people. This is the original characters of us. So now I'm gonna have you say the alphabet. If you need help, you look at the board. All right. So you use this marker, and you don't have to open it up. You just point at it. All right. And then you go. You sound it out to your best ability, and I'll help you. Make sure you sound loud and proud, because we got people listening. They watching. So let's go ahead.
Ba, da, da, ha, wa, za, ka.
Ha. Like, one like Kalataza or
That's
Kalataza. Yeah. Everybody get that one. They're like, hold on, I know how to say cat names, so I know how to say cat, yeah. I'm out here. Listen, man, shout out to Cat Cotton. You have a lot of brothers on the Hebrew church. More than you know. Look, I should walk though. He said, right. All right. You keep going.
Ta, ya,
Uh-huh. Sound out to your best ability. You gotta sound louder because the people need to hear you.
ta,
Uh-huh.
la,
Uh-huh.
ma,
Yeah, you saying it right.
na,
So you should say that again.
na,
Uh-huh.
sa,
Sa. Uh-huh. Mm. Yeah, try it out. It's I. Like, best I bod or I mod.
okay.
I. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Taza,
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Kenton Cesaria. That's how I know it.
twa,
Yeah, Most High Christ. Yeah, that's the one I was waiting on. I was like, can't you do that? Say it again. Say it again. Louder.
ka,
Uh-huh. Let me know what's up. Uh-huh.
ra,
Uh-huh.
sha,
Uh-huh.
ba.
Most High Christ. We can go back to the drawing board. I mean, not the drawing board. We're gonna be back up there.
I got it. You can leave it. I'll move.
There you go.
You can leave it right there. I'll move. Talk on the computer too. It's like,
Most High in Christ. Oh, man. Lovely, lovely mother of my future son or daughter. You know what I'm saying? She held it down. She did a good job. You know, you want to teach your children this too. You know, teach your children if you could. Can you understand the right now? But for sure, you know, you want to teach your children Hebrew. You understand, and make sure that you brush up on. You know, definitely you young officers and troopers. You know, you warriors. You know, what I mean, you young men, you sisters. Yeah. You know, you want to make sure that you brush up on that because, you know, you brothers, man, you're going to have to get called up in Sabbath service. You know what I'm saying? You can't induct that action. You know what I'm saying? You got to be about war that day. You know what I mean? But I want to roll into the next segment. You understand? I was giving out free game this week. Giving out free game, free 99, free of charge. You know what I mean? Come as you are, and I will change you. You understand? If you listen. All right. So the game is to brothers. You understand? Game is to brothers. I mean, I kind of give game on both sides. All right. As me in Hebrew class. All right. So, boom. A lot of brothers is out here going out bad. You understand? What I mean by that, a lot of our brothers is settling down for the wrong kind of female. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our brothers, we settling down for something that is not going to even stick around a year or a half later. You know, most relationships end no more than two years. You understand? 5 years into today's relationship, you talking about there's all types of hell going on in the house. You understand what I'm saying? You want to get you a woman that you see longevity with. I'm going to give you the tools that you need to succeed in your life, man. Because listen, if it wasn't for, you know, Captain and Kyle really pulling me to the side, you understand, and my real official marriage, you understand, coming into this truth. You know what I'm saying? He told me something. He said, listen, that's not going to stick around. You made a rookie move. I see the face value, yeah, she ain't going to stick around like that. You understand? Prepare to lose that. And I was like, what? He said, listen, man, let me put you on something. You know what I'm saying? You know, this truth, this and that. Look, better than standards. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I never really had somebody tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Because in the world, it's free game. You know what I'm saying? It's do whatever you want. I'm giving you game not to be a player. What was given to me as a child and like just destroyed it. Because I was out here doing the most. Like Oscar Locke was, you know what I'm saying? You, whatever, you know what I mean? I was out here doing the most. I still sometimes run into certain people and I see in their face that, you know, they like, you ain't nothing. You know what I mean? They ain't nothing is, you know, what you put in the towel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be like, shit, it's a lot. I be trying to like, hey, you know what's going on and everything, all right? You know, trying to give the impression that, look, I changed, I ain't that dog no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat out of a dog bowl no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the table with the priest. I'm reading through these scriptures. It's a lot here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, having standards. Let me tell you something, man. You see a female that is on social media, you understand? She got her OnlyFans account. You understand? She has she's selling content on her close friends. You understand what I'm saying? Like I feel like they try to sell you their close friends, man. You want to pay for my content? Here's my cash app. You like,
Yeah, what's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you serious? You know what I mean? Dudes be wifing chicks like that. Straight up. They be in love with them, and then they wonder why they be going through all the stress and torment. Because you are wifing a whore. You understand? Don't bed a whore, man. You good? Don't bed a whore, man. And it's truth, man. Hey, after a while, I'm gonna need you in a second. So I'm gonna need you. I need you to get a scripture from me. Um, where is it? Deuteronomy 23:17. Dang, man. We gotta stay in the front. All right. Stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right there. All right. So 23:17. Let's read. So like I'm getting it right now. You said 23 and what? Deuteronomy 23:17.
I got it. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, and verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
There shall be no whores of the daughter of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't never get a whore. You know what I'm saying? Because that is an evil thing unto the Lord. You get what I'm saying? Like, a whore, let me tell you something. She will have sex with your best friend. I was just in the car with my friend. I'm like, I like this song because she can sing, but she's talking about sleeping with a dude's best friend. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she wants the best friend because the dude that she got with, face value, it looked good. You know what I mean? It looked good. Face value looked good. But after the time went past, she was like, yo, this dude ain't nothing. This dude garbage. I'm stuck with bull. The best friend, who was a slime dog, that is a snake, you understand what I'm saying? She's so much of a whore and don't care about her own integrity. Now she wants to deal with that man. You understand? That is the man's best friend. And she makes songs about it. You don't want to wife for a whore, man. Is she on social media posting all types of disgusting pictures that is not modest? Like every picture gotta have the back shot shown. You know what I'm saying? She got the tights on, and you can tell that before she took the picture, you know what I'm talking about after a while. She put the Jones all the way up like this, so that all you see nothing but box. You know what I'm saying? You can tell if she got her panties on or not, or a bra on or not. If you see that, if you see her on her story, this might be somebody that you found. You understand? You see that, bro, she on every damn weekend, she party. She twerking with her girlfriends. You know the story, how it go. They be, what? Pre-game. Pre-game. Everybody got their cup. You know what I mean? Taking the pictures of the girl, and 2 slides next, twerking. You understand? 2 slides next, they twerking. You understand what I'm saying? They twerking behind, you know what I mean? Twerk air, all in the air. You know what I'm saying? They smacking their homegirls, but they like, yeah, man, yeah. They crowd them on, you understand? And at the end of the night, they having sex with random dudes. You understand? They done drunk enough, and they like, all right, hitting that dude up. Where you at, man? Where you at, bro? I'm on my way. You understand? She's getting piped every night. Don't think that she's not. You understand? She got more body than a mortal. Am I lying? You're a female. You know how it go in the world on the weekend. Am I lying? You call it, listen, you see her on, listen, she partying every weekend. Just know that she got a rotation of dudes. You understand what I'm saying? What was that? Okay. She got a rotation of cats that she's gonna deal with. Am I wrong? Am I? Come on now. You know. You understand what I'm saying? Like she trying to act like she don't know what's going on in the world. She from New York. You know what I'm saying? She from Yonkers. You from the hood. You from the hood. Don't be trying to front. Listen, I was in the world, man. I was doing all that type of disgusting stuff, man. You understand? But one thing I always knew was horror caused problems. Coming into the truth, I got the total understanding that a man should never deal with a horror. Let me tell you something. A horror, this guy named PJ Washington, right? Everybody been seeing his name pop up in memes and on statuses and stuff like that, right? And this brother married a whore. He just came into the league. You understand? He just came into the league. You understand? He came into the league, got a bag. I mean, he got a bag. You understand what I'm saying? He has a bag, and now the girl like, no, I don't want to be with you. And now, because she's pregnant, she leaving him. He automatically had to pay her 200K a month till the child is 18. Because he got that money, and instead of him getting a female, you understand, that would really hold him down, get him a modest chick, you understand, get him something that was real. He sits up there and get a whore, a known whore. Everybody done ran up in this chick, man. She was talking about her pH balance was off because she was having too much sex with different dudes. I saw her say this to John Brittany on Winter. She said it out her own mouth a couple of years ago. Yeah, my pH balance was off because I was having sex with this guy right after I had sex with this guy. And I was like, what? Did she really just boldly just say that on the internet? So she's an openly known whore. Brothers, if you don't listen, tighten your game up. You understand? Don't be one of those cats, right? That you sit up there, you get with one of these chicks, right? Let me tell you something. You get with one of these chicks, man, and lose your life. You understand what I'm saying? Because she would drive you through the damn mud. Like, you get with a whore, 9 out of 10, she's gonna put you on child support. She's gonna put you on child support. Because why? She has a demon on her. If the Lord told you not to do something and you do it, that's a demon. That's a lot. No. Like that's a demon. You understand? When you go against, it's a demon for every sin, right? For every sin, there's a demon. This woman has a demon on her. You understand what I'm saying? As much as a brother can have a demon on him, you going and dealing with that whore, you gonna wind up getting some type of disease, something that you gonna have to take some pills for, something that you ain't gonna, you understand, come back from. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want those type of problems. So always remember, you understand, don't ever wife a whore. Don't deal with them. Don't give them none of your attention. And that brings to the next point. Think highly of yourself. to the point where your attention should not go towards those type of females. You understand what I'm saying? You should never ever want to give your attention to a whore. You understand? You see a bunch of cats, like I'm gonna keep pointing out to social media. You see a bunch of brothers commenting on that joint, don't comment. You understand? If you see a bunch of brothers liking that joint, don't even like it. And just know that there's a bunch of dudes in her inbox. You understand what I'm saying? There's a bunch of dudes in her inbox. Like, just leave that situation alone. That's why that's why it's always good to, go out and mingle. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you will get lucky on social media. I ain't gonna say that. You understand? But don't give these these females that is out here, for the streets, attention. You understand? Because the Lord said that there's always gonna be problems with that, man. And with a lot of these podcasts is starting to bring these females on the ones that would be so vocal on these social media platforms and stuff like that. They're starting to bring these sisters onto a platform where they actually have to defend and be around men that ain't going to just be suckers. They actually now their hand is being exposed. You know what I'm saying? They ask, well, what you bringing to the table? A woman is opposed to, Oscar Wilde. Can you find the scripture, the duties of a wife? The duties of a wife. There's a lot of brothers don't understand, the duties of a wife. You understand?
So like that was paraphrasing something, or you saying like?
Yeah. Give me 1 Peter 3:1. 1 Peter 3:1. We're gonna go there. Peter 3:1.
Read it.
Go ahead.
The book of 1 Peter, chapter 3, and verse 1. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by the conversation of the wives.
Listen, let me tell you something. We're gonna back it up. This is go with it. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get there with you. All right, read it from the top again.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Listen, fellas, this is your game. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, this is your game too. That's how you gotta come to the table. But brothers, I'm talking to y'all. This is your game. A woman do not need a feminine man. She needs a man that is going to be a man. A man that is not going to be all emotional and, doing the most. You understand what I'm saying? A woman needs a man that she's supposed to know, okay, I gotta let him run this damn relationship. When you in the courting stage of dealing with a female, right? You want to ask her questions. You understand? Questions like, you don't necessarily have to say, can you take correction? You can give a situation where you know that you're going to have to correct it. You know what I'm saying? Or you can sit up there and ask specific questions pertaining, can you take correction? You know what I'm saying? Are you a team player? You want to be asking these type of things. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand that you are a man, and in that relationship, she's supposed to be listening to you. Read it from the top again.
Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husbands.
Listen, A woman don't need to be in subjection to a man that is weak. How you gonna be in subjection to a weak dude? Your house is going to fall. You know what I'm saying? You damn emotional. You can't control your emotions. So look at these two: domestic violence, beating on her, being a damn coward. You know what I'm saying? Doing all types of weird stuff. This is giving you the understanding what they use today is alpha male. You know what I mean? A lot of them like to say alpha male. Nigga, being a man. Be a man, go ahead.
If I could, like the heavy part about this is like it's saying for like the woman to be in subjection, you know what I'm saying, to her own husband, and it's like that goes for like the things he tried to deal with her with, and then the things in the world that she might see that might not be good for her at the same time. Like you might try to warn her about this going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like recently I was around a sister and her husband, right? And they was talking about transgenders.
Right.
And the woman was like, well, the kids say that's what's up with him, then you still got to deal with him. And the brother was like, nah, my kid not going to deal with that. And she like, but if he do, you got to support him. I said, but listen, if you do research on the type of lifestyle those people live, I'm like, neither one of y'all might not know, but I actually looked it up before. The lifestyle is so messed up that if you love your child, you wouldn't do it. And I'm like, he trying to be a man and trying to tell you if they're trying to get into homosexuality or do something else, that's like a path they shouldn't be on. So that's something she should listen to him on. But she want to go at it with him about it. You know what I'm saying? To make it seem like he wrong because of what the world says. So love.
Listen, man, give him a hand, man. Let's give him a hand. We always dropping that truth. Man, that's one thing about After Rock. We're gonna drop that truth. Listen, being a man, you understand, you want to understand that first and foremost. Like, stop thinking that it's 50-50 in a damn relationship. No, because somebody come through that door. Somebody come through your door in your house, and somebody got a gun, she's going to look at you first. You understand? Somebody smack her behind in public, she's going to come to you in defense, wanting you to defend her. You understand what I'm saying? If you put your hands on her, she knows that she's a weaker vessel at that moment. But she like, yo, you ain't supposed to put your hands on a woman. You understand what I'm saying? So, and y'all better not be putting your hands on a woman, either.
Right.
But the whole thing is, you go into a situation certain of yourself, man. Any woman I get with, she better understand that once I lay down with her, she's mine. And I'm hers, she's gonna listen to me. That's why when you court and pick her brain, man, I say the phrase, I put her through the fire. You understand? Many females ain't made it through that fire with me. I damn play whores. I don't like whores, man. I don't like when females be on social media doing the most. I like when females know how to dress and modest and all that. I don't want nobody to know if my girl got on panties or not. You know what I'm saying? That should only be my business and hers. Why the hell everybody gotta know? And many females is like, well, and I was going to be smart to a lot of them too, because I'm like, all right, you cool, but let me see if you can change your ways. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this truth might save your life.
Right.
I don't know. I'm just throwing a shot out there. This truth is your game. I remember myself and Officer Barzal was speaking on it. He was like, yo, this truth is a game. Because when we are in this truth, you masculine, you discipline, you understand, you learn how to lead. You don't take no crap from nobody. A lot of brothers is out here taking crap from females because they don't know how to be masculine. That's why the ISUK is so important. You understand? Like, we are here to show men how to be masculine again and females how to be feminine again. You understand what I'm saying? I see a lot of change inside in individuals when they first came. I see the difference when they first come and after they sat up there and went through that fire. We all went through the fire in the school. We went through the fire. He went through the fire. Commander General Yohana went through the fire. Myself went through the fire. Officer Yadai went through the fire. We all go through the fire. So when you're in your courtship, you ought to put them through that fire, man. Hey, you know, what you think that a woman role is in a relationship? You know what a lot of females are saying? This box. Be his inspiration, his motivation, and support him, and, you know, of course, give him this box. Broad, I was ready to say, bitch, everybody didn't hit it. Listen now. That means brother in Hebrew. You gotta understand that she got a body count of 50, 75, 100. Counting about 25. She done sat up there and slept with 5 dudes in the wintertime, 8 dudes in the summertime, and 5 more during the fall and into the winter. You understand what I'm saying? Am I wrong? No. So when she's coming, most chicks think that used up box that done had all types of abortions and diseases and yeast infections. You understand? All that disgusting shit that whores get. Oh, I'm gonna be his motivation, his inspiration, support his dreams, and give him his box. If she ain't talking about being a team player, like this whole thing, brothers be like, oh, a man gotta pay for everything. Nigga, no, you don't. And they say, oh, well, when a man when he going 50-50 with his woman, that sits up there and leads to bad things. No, if you are in the ISUBK, you will understand your role. And you come into that situation like, look, however I say this shit gonna go, that's how it's gonna go. You don't gotta be you know what I mean? You don't gotta be an asshole about it. But that's be your energy. Because this whole American dream done made everybody believe, oh, the man has to pay for everything. And these bras don't even want to do the duties of them. They'll tell you, oh yeah, pay all the bills. But don't want to go clean and cook and take care of the kids and whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know what she's going to be doing? While you out working, busting your behind, she's going to be sleeping with man. She won't call man. She's going to like FaceTime. Hey man, where you at? Man gonna be in the trap somewhere. What's up? Yo, come over, come pick me up. This is the truth. Am I lying, Ashley? What? Wow. Am I lying? Alright. This happens. Because they're whores. They just want to be taken care of. So, you busting your behind. Doing what you're supposed to be doing. You holding up your end of the bargain. And you get nothing in return. Don't even want to cook. Hold on real quick. I'm going to let you go. I know you're going to say something heavy. Don't even want to cook. Don't want to clean. You know what I'm saying? Don't want to get your clothes out for the next day. Like, that's a good gesture. I ain't saying you have to do that. That's a good thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Take notes. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying take notes. But you can't even play your role. You don't have to work at all. They sitting up there, the brother taking care of the bills. It goes to show you something, brother. You know what I'm saying? They come into a situation to not do nothing. They don't want to do nothing but be pretty and, not do nothing. They just want to be taken care of. You understand? As a man, you go inside that situation, you like, listen, I'll run this. The Lord said I do it. You understand? You let her know in that courtship, listen, I believe I'm the head of my relationships. I'm going to lead you. I'm going to be there for you. But you are not. This is not a 50-50 thing with me. You understand? Now, some brothers, they might want to pay all their bills. Some may not. However you see fit, making sure that it's of the Lord, you do that. You come into a situation certain about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that, let's read from the top again, and then you can say what you're going to say.
It will come. Likewise, ye wives, be in subjection to your own husband.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
The Lord is saying, you better be submissive. You better not be a bitch towards your husband, fighting him day and night. He asking you, can you do something? You understand? And you want to go against what he's saying. He's trying to give you some damn correction, and you don't want to listen to it. Because it's either you want your husband to give you that correction or the Lord. You don't want the Lord to correct you. You understand? You see what he did to Martin Luther King, right? He put a bullet in his head. Had his brains looking like spaghetti on the back of that wall. That was justified. You understand what I'm saying? He sat up there and led his people into a burning house of fire. And it's on document that Dr. Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? Michael King, to be exact, sat up there and was having orgies. They called him Orgy Mike. I couldn't believe it. I was like when I found that out in the school, General Hyman has to see my jaw dropping to the ground plenty of times. Right? Like the other day, my jaw was on the ground. Typical thing in the school when I'm the student in class, or I'm on Shamar. I was like, he did what? And I was a young man. I said, he was having orgies. FBI planted bugs in his hotels and was following him. He was having orgies with white prostitutes and black prostitutes. The tapes is out there. What did he say? He said, I ain't no leader tonight. Sounded like they said something in that nature. He said, what? He really seen white kids and black kids holding hands. He also seen his bride inside of a white woman on multiple occasions. You understand what I'm saying? But you brothers, man, you better understand that a woman is supposed to be submissive to you. And if that sister don't have a submissive spirit, you understand, she a whore, she don't have a submissive spirit, when you talk about submission, you understand, like, I tell you like this, right? Many times I had conversations on Facebook with females that wasn't rocking with submission. You know their favorite word? I'm not being submissive to a man that ain't worthy of being submissive to. What? You know what I'm saying? You open your legs and let a man go inside of you. You don't think that's submission?
Right.
He's inside of you. He's the aggressor. You know what I'm saying? He has the upper hand in this matter. In certain cases. You know what I'm saying? He's humbling you. And you saying, oh, I'm not being submissive to if he ain't worth it. I'm saying a woman should be submissive to a man. I'm not being submissive to him if he ain't meant to be submissive to. What? That shows you that they don't understand what the hell they're talking about. They don't understand nothing. You don't want to deal with that. You understand? Hope that she come to class and that she be taught the right way. Or somebody or a life teacher or something. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, get your woman that's submissive. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's like, look, man, I love cooking for my man. I love, but this is what I like to do for my man, this and that, this and that. You understand? We're going to keep going. Matter of fact, pause. Yeah, son, I had some wisdom, but y'all go ahead.
If I could.
Look, if I could, he was on that joint there for a minute. Go ahead.
Now, if I could, like, it's like it say in the book of Genesis, you know what I'm saying? It say you're going to leave your mother and father and cleave onto your wife. Now, what that's saying, so, and like kind of what they're saying or what it is saying is like, that's your family now. Like, you leaving the family you came from and you go make a new family. So essentially what you're doing is you're not trying to find a woman necessarily to have sex with. You're trying to find a woman to build a family with. Now that's your family.
Listen, you gotta see that woman. Get that scripture out.
And when in Genesis?
Yeah.
When
you are dealing with a woman, see yourself. Can you see yourself with her for a long time?
Right.
You understand? And when you courting, you learning about who they are. Like, a lot of brothers have the gift of seeing into the future. I ain't talking about that sort of Raven type seeing into the future, but being able to calculate, and that's a strength that you want to learn through reading the individual. Understand their body language. You gotta understand the things that Black, Hispanic, Native Americans go through on a normal basis from childhood to adulthood. All these things got to be in your brain, and you calculate as much as they talk and all that. Sometimes you gotta let them talk. That's another thing, brothers. Let a woman talk.
Right.
The more she talk, honestly, she's into it. Let her talk. Learn how to conversate. You understand? If you're not good at conversation, spark random conversations with people. It don't always have to be sexual. You just be complimenting them, or bring up a basketball game, a football game. It gets your social skills together, more confidence in talking to people that you don't know, and being able to spark different conversations. You know what I'm saying? Even with certain females, you might not want to holler at them. Be like, yo, I mean, that perfume smells good. Yo, what's the name of that? Oh, yeah, that joint fire. I ain't never heard that joint. Oh, young lady, keep wearing that joint. You know what I mean? Like, little conversations. You learn how to have these conversations. You learn how to do that. Your conversations will go so abroad because they'd be like, oh, well, they're more interested and they would be willing to what? Reveal more of their strengths and weaknesses. You can decide, okay, she's a good listener, but she's going to be a little combative, but she's going to get it eventually, right? That's a good job. You can work with that. Some brothers might not. They like, look, she gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers be like, look, these the dumb ones. I don't care if she don't get it at all. I want her because she is bad. She is bad. She got a body. She popping. You know what I mean? Don't be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Get you a woman that you can communicate with. Another thing too, communication. You're trying to build a family. Stop trying to stick your rod and everything. It's too dangerous to do that. Definitely in these times. These chicks is burning. They got some things. They said it's a new gonorrhea. I said, a new gonorrhea? A new strain of gonorrhea. So much that gonorrhea went around. A new damn strain that came alive on Isupk. All right, when I heard that, and them herpes and them AIDS, I said, listen. Dang, I'm about to pull my player card up on the wall, hang my jersey up, and just look for the next thing that I can have for the rest of my life. That's the best move too, man. As time goes on, man, you're gonna understand, man, that it's only gonna get worse. Coming into this truth, learning the truth, learning, learning this truth. Learning this truth. Okay, learning the truth. You'll learn how to build a family. You'll learn all the fundamentals that you need to know as a man. All right, as a man in the ISUK, I had to learn how to be patient, how to master my emotions, how to not be so damn emotional. You understand? I learned. It took me some time. Ashtawa was there. Many times we was ready to beat people up at camp. All right. I was grunching my teeth together because it took so much out of me not to go over to camp and just start beating up bulls. Many of them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I kind of got into the truth and got my name. Because I was ready to throw down with everybody. Like, I got a fighting spirit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fighter for my life. And being in the truth, you will get checked. That's another thing too. Brothers need to get checked. All right. A lot of us are grown, we're adults, and we don't think that nobody can ever correct us. Am I right, yo? You what? I'm 18. I do the God what? That's the mindset. That's the American dream. Hold on. That's the American dream. I do whatever the hell I want. Right? You do whatever you want, right? After a while, you do whatever you want. It don't matter. Right? That's what they told us. When you 18, when you grown, you do whatever you want. So we turned 18, we said, what? I'm going to do everything that you told me I cannot do.
Right.
And what do a lot of us do? We try to, what? We get that ID. I'm 18. Give me my roll-ups. Give me my cigarettes. Give me, what's another stuff? I'm getting in this club. I'm 18. Listen, 18 and up club. I'm here. You're going to let me in. Yes, Mom, I'm wearing this going out because you said I ain't grown. I'm 18. I'm about to wear this dress. You can't stop me. That's the mindset that we have. But having a mindset and the truth, that's why it's so beautiful. Whatever you did in the world, let me tell you something. You come into the truth, right? When it said that you were born, and that's another thing too. See if they open to the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if they're not open to it, at least they respect it enough. You understand? To show some respect to it. You understand? To the point where you let them know you're an Israelite, and when you go out, you go out on a date, make her feel ashamed if she try to order some shrimp, crab, or lobster. You understand? Some type of unclean food. And you have that conversation with them, prior to the date. Like, yeah, eating all that is a sin. A lot of females love seafood. Right? You talk down on it. When you go on that date, see if they're going to have the respect for you not to order that. You understand? And if they order it, me personally, I wouldn't want to do it. You about to really eat that in front of me right now? Or try to have some type of shame face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have some type of, don't be fucking proud. It's a lot of different ways. Don't be proud sitting up there eating your shrimp in front of my face or eating your orchard. I'm just looking at you like, I'm ready to leave. I'll be ready to leave. I'm like, I know you don't eat these, but I love crabs. I just can't leave that alone. I'm gonna let you know that right now. Leave that alone. All right. I just had the image in my head of a bro doing that. I'm just sitting at the table like she'll automatically know that's this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? She gotta have some type of shame face or be like, dang, yo, I really want these ones. I know you don't like them. Like, yo, don't even get that. You stick to the script. That's when you showing her, man, that I don't want you eating that. Shouldn't be eating that. You definitely don't eat at this table. Look, all that other good stuff, man, forget that. Unclean food, man, that stuff ain't good for you anyway. You keeping it playable. A lot of brothers don't. we don't keep it player, man. You can't bend for no female. You know what I'm saying? Can't bend for no female, man. So let's get it. You was gonna say something.
I was saying something now. You told me to pull the scripture.
Go ahead.
Book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore shall a man leave his family and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife.
Yeah. So when you dealing with a woman, you dealing with her to build a family. You want a strong woman to be on your side. You don't want one of these stragglers up there being your wife, holding down your house. Your daughters, you have a child by this woman, just know that your daughters is going to look up to her. Or it's always going to be some type of beef in the house. You understand what I'm saying? You want to get a woman that you know that can help you build a strong house, right? Because a man can't do everything, much as a woman can't do everything. It has to be an equal balance, right? And when you're in that courtship, you are picking her brain. Not like you asking 21 questions, like 50, but you asking questions to where you know that, all right, she a real one. And you always test her. Find ways to test their spirit. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I did that to you. You didn't even do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen. All right, I'm going to give y'all a little story, right? I'll give y'all some game, right? You in the truth, she might be, she knows she is Israelite, but she ain't in the school, right? Boom. Talking to her. And I was talking to my red, right? And I remember she was, you know, I'm a priest, you know what I mean? I take pride in being in the ISBK, right? And I don't think she knew, right? And I was like, this is before she was in the school, so she was learning on her own, and she was getting it how she can get it, but she was dedicated, and I seen that, I was like, she really want to learn. So, you know, we'd try to have like little sessions where we'd be over the phone talking, you know what I mean, doing our little study and all that. And I think we was about to do a Zoom call. I was like, what's up? What's going on? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to do this Zoom call. I'm like, Zoom call? What the fuck are you about to be on Zoom for? This is like pandemic Zoom call. So I'm like, it's a lot of you for the language. It's a lot of you. I'm like, what you doing on Zoom call? I was like, I'll put y'all in my brain. So I'm like, I'm doing a Zoom call, right? So she like, I'm gonna just get on a Zoom call, you know. So she wasn't trying to tell me, but she knew that I always was sticking to the script of One West, right? Stick to the script. That's how I keep it. That's how we all keep it, right? So I'm explaining to her. I'm like, look, we courting, and I actually was preparing to lose her. I was, because I'm like, you're not about to be courting a whole priest of the IHBK. You about to go listen to some fake Israelites on a damn Zoom call when you got all the knowledge right here in this brain.
I just want to say something.
Hold your peace. We ain't gonna have them type of conversations. But I told her, I said, listen, I kind of not rocking with that because, you know, I'm a whole priest. You should be coming to me, you know what I'm saying, for those breakdowns and learning. Like, why are you doing to them? They not in the truth. And I'm saying all this in my head. I'm like, I don't care if I never talked to her again. But ain't nobody gonna disrespect me like that. That's having integrity. You understand what I'm saying, fellas? You got to have integrity. You got to really stand on something. I'm sitting there, I'm prepared to lose it. I'm like, listen, I don't never talk to her again. And she get on that damn Zoom call, I'm not talking to her. Well, she ain't get on that Zoom call clearly. You know what I'm saying? She ain't get on it. We talked all night. I think we actually studied. You know what I'm saying? Respect, man. You know what I'm saying? Respect go a long damn way. And I seen that. I said, dang, she's rocking. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta get a woman that's rocking with you. And she showed me that day, I'm rocking with you. You could have went and got on the Zoom call. You was trying to get me off the phone. I'm like, this Zoom call don't seem so this don't seem so regular. What is this? You know what I'm saying? She showed me something that day. You know what I'm saying? I listen. I had to put a test out there like, yo, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? She made the right move. I was hoping that she did that. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to lose it. Building a family is not easy. Right? A lot of us coming to this truth, we are born again. The things that you did in the past, it don't matter anymore. It's done. You could have killed a bunch of people. You never killed them. You never had sex before. Whatever you do after you come inside the ISUPK and learn under Commander General Yohana, the shepherd that the Lord said that he was going to bring in Jeremiah 23, verse 4, right? You learn under Commander General Yohana, now you are different. Now you're not that person that used to do those things in the world. You never had sex with those women. You never had sex with those men. You never knew them. Whatever you choose to do after you receive this truth, that's is on you now. You understand what I'm saying? Coming into this truth is a powerful thing. And when you are dealing with a woman, you best to understand that one, your reputation is always on the line. You don't want to be that brother that's known for having a loud-mouthed woman or a disruptive or an angry woman that wants to fight every sister in the school because she don't have no sisterhood. We witnessed this in the ISUK, am I right, Oscar? We witnessed this. Sisters that wanted to just beef and wanted to be upset with every goddamn female in the school for no reason. We experienced it. Nobody wants that on their jacket. You know what brothers want on their jacket? Yo, man, his wife be doing this thing. You better have that type of reputation, man. You dig what I'm saying? You should be able to, when you're amongst men in the world and you talking about women, you should be like, man, I gotta worry about that, man. My situation's solid at my house. See how these women walking around like that? My woman don't walk around like that. I'm not worried about all that. My woman ain't twerking on the goddamn weekend. My woman don't even think about going out. She's going out with the family. You understand what I'm saying? She going out with the family. She do things that a woman's supposed to do. You want that on your jacket, huh? So when you out here trying to get you some females, man, one, going to the club, let me tell you something. Going to the club, don't try to find love in the club. It's very, very rare that you find love in the club. You know, right, after what? Most of them chicks in there is ours. Most of them chicks be in there every damn weekend. That's why you sit back and you just watch. And you will see when they start knowing everybody and all that, they always there. And those niggas always there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you better get you a woman, man, you know what I mean, to the grace of the Lord. It's scarce out here. I mean, I'm in Philly. My wife is from New York. You know what I'm saying? She's from Yonkers. You know what I mean? Shout out to the Locks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DMX. You know what I mean? May he rise again. You know what I mean? Coming to the school. Listen, the meat is scarce out here, man. Brothers, you know what I'm saying? You have to be very, very, very sure of your selection. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta be sure of your selection. That woman, man, can destroy you. You get that woman, man, pregnant, she had that baby, turn on your behind and try to put you on child support. How I know? I'm black. I'm a nigga just like you. I'm a wetback and a savage just like you. You understand? I was born into the understanding that, and I just seen homies get put on child support. I seen a brother. Let me tell you how evil it is, y'all. I was working with this cat that worked so many hours. You know, I'm a cook. Applebee's, right? Worked at Applebee's. This brother made so much money, right, on the books. Guess how much his check used to look like? Somebody guess. What his check used to look like every 2 weeks? Just throw me a number. Under $20, under $30, under $100, under $250. Y'all give me. You want to give it a shot? All right. After what? Somebody.
Like 200.
Under 200? Yeah, it was under 200, but you way brackets down. I'm gonna give it to you. It was under $10. Okay, tops under $20. He worked many hours just to pay child support. So you know how he made his money? Selling weed, selling weed. What else are you selling? Selling fire sticks, little miniature liquor bottles. He was selling that like he was a hustler. Brother sat up there and got with a woman that's bleeding him dry. I want to deal with something like that. I don't think so, man. Read that again, brother. Where you was at?
The book of Genesis, chapter 2, and verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
Be one flesh. That was talking about Adam and Eve. They was one flesh. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, meaning that we are one man. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, brothers, understand when you having sex with a woman and she is on her back, allowing you to humble her, understand that that is a great responsibility. You want her to understand that. You understand what I'm saying? You want to get that through her head. Get that through her head. Then also another thing too, make sure that you are for certain that you are the only one talking to her. And a lot of times they eyeballs, they get the brandy effect. One eyeball at you, but the other one over here. You want to make sure that energy is right at you. You get it naturally. You don't gotta force it. Just gonna be another brother. Dang, I want one of them knowledge. You know what I mean? But so like, don't be one of them brothers, man. Make sure that she knows, like, yo, it's the boy I need to be talking to. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me stop playing around. You know what I'm saying? Let me just focus on him. You let her know that, yo, you know, I like kind of like a female, you know what I mean? We solidify the courtship. She ain't talking to me. I work for a while. I'm just hoping that you work mine. You know what I'm saying? Also, man, don't don't give them too much of the power situation. Let them understand that they don't have all the power. You understand? Yeah, you paying for the dates. She's coming to you. You know what I'm saying? She's coming to you. She needs to come to you. You dig what I'm saying? When you sitting up there holding conversations, you don't gotta hold them conversations all night. Sometimes it get like that. You give them 15, 20 minutes of your time, 30 minutes of your time, you're like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? What that let them know? You don't have that much time for them. So it's like, dang, they start listening. You dig what I'm saying? And when you get on that phone, you just go do what you do. Go take a nap, go to sleep, you know what I mean? Go play basketball, go to the gym, do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Make her value your time. When you're in that courtship, make her value your time. And those days that you do give her the long nighters, guess what? She gonna value that. Then you go right back to what? 15, 20 minutes. You know, 15, 20 minutes. You understand? And another thing too, man, in the DM. Listen, I'm giving all the game tonight. In the DM, man. You know what I'm saying? In the DM, you know, I'm started off with hey gorgeous and hey beautiful and all that. Let me ask my wife, hey Alra, when you was in before our situation, right? You came into your inbox. What was the most annoying thing that you would get? I'm seeing two heads right now. I'm getting glad.
He actually told me and said, hey, well, he didn't tell me he had a wife and kids, but he told me he was like, hey, after I addressed it, he told me I would be on with me a second. And I lied.
Okay, I'm saying when a brother come into the inbox, you know, the first DM, boom. I'm talking about from when your DM started. Cause okay, brothers, I'm gonna let y'all know something, all right? My wife in a different bracket, all right? She a real one. A lot of cats, they go inside the inbox. Hey, beautiful. What's up, sweetheart? This and that. Don't think you're the only nigga in the inbox that is saying that. She see this all the time. So you gotta learn how to spark conversations. You gotta like go in it a little different. You know what I'm saying? Spark an interest. Now, I can break that down. It's gonna take some time. You understand? Just hear what I'm saying to you. Don't go outside the DM. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sweetheart, this and that. You gotta get in and get out. You understand? If you get in, you understand? Don't ask what you doing, and you understand, and give it a million and one compliments and all that. You give them a compliment down the line. Like I said, that is because coming short on time. All right. You coming short on time. You know what I'm saying? But go inside the DM and all that. You know, just try to be more conversational. You know, trying to spark conversations and stuff like that. You might see something. You go look on her page. You know, she might like flowering and all that. Yo, I like how you flower stuff. You know what I mean? However you want to put your twist to it. You know what I mean? Spark your interest in the conversation. You dig what I'm saying? And then that's how you execute. I'm giving y'all brothers free game. I should be making y'all pay for this class, but it's free 99. You know what I'm saying? Go inside the DM, start saying, hey, these ways, sweetheart. See what their interests are and who they be with. You know what I mean? And then you find out what number to dial. You understand? And they bring their crew, you bring your crew, and y'all can meet up around too. So shout out to Biggie Smalls, man. You know what I mean? That's my guy. Shout out to New York. Captain Cesario, Captain Cotton Rock. But y'all dig what I'm saying though? When you dealing with these females, man, you gotta be crafty because they got craftier. You know what I'm saying? It's a little easier 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They got craftier. They you dealing with egos and all that. You gotta remember. Another thing too, brothers understand that these females are getting 1 million likes a day. So their ego is a little more up than normal. You understand? They feel good about themselves because they're getting that. Ask the what? If you could, right? It's a definition. Look up, it's actually, it's been diagnosed. It's when social media diagnosed for people that likes on social media. God, I had it down in my notes a while ago. It's let me see. You got it?
You just mean like a social media addiction, or?
Yeah, social media like addiction. Oh God.
Like,
Good.
I don't know if there's a word for like I know social media.
I had it a year ago. Officer Bond and myself, like we was going back and forth on the post about it. Let me see. Let me see something. Attention. Hold on, y'all. It's a lot of time. Here we go. I think I found it. Found it. All right. So I think I found it. Yeah. Here we go. Boom. All right. So it's a histrionic personality disorder. All right. Boom. Found it. Histrionic personality disorder is characterized by constant attention seeking. All right. Emotional overreaction and seductive behavior. People with this condition tend to dramatize situations. And what is going on social media right now? About the baby. See what I'm saying? Dramatic size situations which may impair relationships and lead to depression. Yet they are highly suggestible, easily susceptible, and influence of others. All right. So it was another version of this too, and it also it explains that the people with histrionic personality disorder command the role of life of the party. Their interests and conversations will be self-focused. They use their physical appearance to draw attention to themselves. They tend to believe that relationships are more intimate than they actually are. Their emotional expression may be shallow and rapid shifting. So, it was just ironic. It was just ironic, right? Just ironic. All right. So, histrionic personality disorder, all right, explains that someone can have an addiction for likes, right? And it fuels them up, feeling like the life of the party. Everybody wants to be the life of the party. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to feel, everybody likes the likes, right? And it's actually a hormone that is released, okay? It is a hormone of, happiness, right? That reduces your happiness. I think it's the endocrine hormone, all right, that you get during like sex or like things that make you happy. It's in that group. So this hormone is being secreted, okay? And a woman that gets a lot of likes, okay, she has a different type of personality because she posts a picture up, right? What happens? A million one dudes is drooling over her. Everybody liking the picture and stuff like that. So when you're dealing with those type of females, you gotta understand that you gotta come not like you thirsty, not like everybody else, or they are drooling over. Yeah, you want her, but you want her to understand that, you know, I can keep it moving. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want to know. And this is how deep it is. Like, you want to understand, like, when you're dealing with a woman, you're there. When you're dealing with a woman, you understand, once you make that your wife, in the courtship, you help her heal certain wounds that you're accessible to. And then when she comes into that, y'all go into that relationship, you have to be like a counselor to her. You understand what I'm saying? She needs to be able to come to you and talk about certain things that's going on in her life. You have to be, you have to oversee the things that she's dealing with in life and put things in places and stones and plant seeds so that she'll be able to overcome those things that she's dealing with. All right, in her spirit. You dig what I'm saying? Like, getting into a relationship is just not about sex. You shouldn't look at women just as sex. You should be looking at them as a lifetime partner. All right? You should be looking at them as a lifetime partner and making sure that this female is going to rock out with you to the end. Because if you're willing to do it, if you and I, Isupk, I already know that you're willing to do it. You understand? She got to be willing to do the same thing. They need to understand, I can't just have sex with you and leave you. If we do this, you need to understand what we're doing. You sure you accept that? They're going to be like, yay or nay. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time they're going to say yay. But you already gave them the understanding of where you're coming from. Letting them understand this culture and what you're going to be doing. You understand? Why are you with them? Look, there's going to be times I ain't going to be able to be home. And since a lot of times I'm going to be busy, I'm gonna have to be working. I'm gonna have to go do some things with Officer Diet, Officer Isupk Lashawan, and Captain REI. And all that. I'm gonna be busy, but I'm still gonna make time for you. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
If I could, about what you said about the, you know what I'm saying, being down to be with them. You know what I'm saying? And here we follow the scriptures. Sex is marriage. Don't be a fake Israelite and tell a sister, oh, sex is marriage to me. But if you want to do what you got to do, look at it how you want to look at it, then that's cool, because then you can do what you want to do. So you can still have sex with your sister, and then she can do what she want to do. So you scheming your way into it, like taking the responsibility off of it when you're supposed to put responsibility on it.
Listen, brothers, just please, you know what I mean? Do right by yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Do right by yourself, man. You know, analyze what they doing, man, and see how they talking, see what makes them tick and all that. And understand where you're healing at. You know what I mean? A lot of females been through a lot of stress. You understand? And the weaker vessel, they women. So their nature is, you know, running off of emotions and stuff like that. They nurturers, right? And a nurturer can get into a certain mindset. That's why when they get pregnant and after they have a child, they call it what's it called? Postpartum depression? That's what they call it? Postpartum depression. You understand? They run off emotions. You gotta understand that. A, and be able to willing to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Help them with their situation and stuff like that. You gotta be sure of what you're gonna get yourself into. And that's why men in ISUK, I'm regular with that. That's why men in ISUK, we always come in there, John, solidified. We always coming through One West. We always coming through with our head up high. You understand? Head up high like we in the nosebleed. You know what I'm saying? We always coming with our nose high, man. You know, being strong and militant. We understand what's needed. Men need to be militant, man. A lot of women love ISUK. You know what I'm saying? They love the brothers in ISUK. They see men being militant and disciplined and well-mannered. You understand what I'm saying? And they like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that from Ron and Man. When I'm talking to these cats, I don't see that with them. When I talk to Oscar Watt, you know, he say everything that is like he got all the answers. I know they told you that, Oscar Watt. You think you know everything. You think you know everything. You think you're so smart. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be.
We went to a meeting, on Monday, and we got done with the group, man. The sister stood up and said, man, this brother beat me up.
Listen, but not putting a hand on it. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying? Not putting a hand on it. Well, you went here with it. Because in the ISBK, you learn how to cast out demons. You know how to recognize it and defeat it. Brother, you gotta know how to do that. Before you know how to do all that, get your behind in class, man. Don't worry about no female, you coming into the street, man. You get yourself right. So when you understand these scriptures, you go into it with an opportunity of a lifetime to be with a priest of the Lord, man. With that being said, I'm in the class of that. All right, with ISBK started out at 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Right, we're teaching the truth since 1969 from Jimmy Honey. We're here to teach blacks and Spanish and Native American the truth of the Bible. All right, and then the car officer at 500. All right, station here in Philadelphia. All right, we take the class over the priest, officer,